Good afternoon, Five9 CX Summit. We are so excited to be here. I'm Heather Turbyville. I am the Senior Marketing Manager for Authority Software. And with me today is Cindy Gambosh with Corvel. Cindy, why don't you just give us a little bit of information about you and about Corvel?
Great. Well, good afternoon, everyone, and good afternoon, Heather. Corvel is a national provider of risk management solutions for the workers' compensation, auto, health, and disability management industries. We provide our clients with the information and insights they need to make smart decisions. Corvel is a big believer in partnerships, and we believe with partnerships and together we can deliver better results.
That's so great. I know that you have been using Five9 for a long time. How long have you been using the combined solution?
We implemented the combined solution the last quarter of 2019 with a focus on the QA module.
So how did you hear about Authority Software?
Well, actually, it was at the Five9 CX Summit last year. I presented an issue I was having to Lou Mandek, and he went over what Authority offers and how it integrates within Five9.
Oh, that's so great. So what made you specifically choose this combination of products? I know you had a good conversation with Lou, but when you went through the evaluation process, what really tipped the scales?
Corvel's call center is an inbound only call center, and we're not connected to a CRM. As you can imagine, challenges that this presented were many. After I saw the product demonstration of the Authority Quality Manager and Script Designer, I just knew it was going to be a great fit. And we implemented that, as I said, we implemented the QA Manager last year.
That's great. So what were some of those problems you were trying to solve?
We were having issues with our agents' supervisors' ability to review a call and provide feedback. It was very manual. They would pull the recording, they would listen to it, they would score it in an Excel spreadsheet and file it on their computer or network drive. And as you can imagine, as we're all very, very busy in our workday, then trying to pull all of that together for an annual review, as an example, is quite laborious.
Yeah, I could imagine you're having to go in between different platforms. It's just time intensive.
Exactly.
Yeah. So on the Five9, on the Authority side, how did the team help make the implementation process go smoothly and easily?
I do have to tell you, and I do have a fair amount of experience with implementations. The implementation team was just fantastic. And really based on our Five9 setup, we did experience a few hurdles.
Okay.
However, what I loved about this implementation team, at no time did anyone say, oh, well, we can't do this. It was always, well, we've never done this, but let me take a look. And at the end of the implementation for the QA module, a solution was delivered each and every time. It was a fantastic experience.
Oh, that's so great. It's that never say never.
Right.
Right? So tell me a little bit about how this solution has increased your productivity or increased revenue or saved money.
Well, and you know, there's a lot of things that play into that. As I had mentioned, we had only implemented the QA module, and as we're doing this Zoom interview today, all of our work lives are quite different.
Yes.
March, when COVID-19 hit, our call center experienced a sustained increase of 80% in calls. This occurred nearly overnight.
That's crazy.
It was crazy. Corvel offered its existing customer base a free COVID-19 information line that constantly, the documentation had to constantly be updated to the CDC guidelines. At that time, our registered nurses just relied on scripts outside of the call center. And this resulted in longer call times. And as many of you know, a longer call time leads to
Mhm.
longer hold times.
Yes.
I knew about the scripting capabilities and authority, and I reached out and explained what my challenge was. I didn't have the database, the information was changing on the regular, and I had extensively high call hold times.
Hmm.
Again, Lou and his team, and I do have to call out Jeff Paloma,
Yeah.
um, built a database with Script Designer in less than 3 weeks.
That is amazing because I know you and I have talked before, and there was a ton of information being captured.
It was. I mean, it really, and honestly, I get emotional about how incredibly fast that was done. Additionally, what was going on with us is at the urgent care facilities, and I'm sure you all have
Hmm.
experienced this, the urgent care facilities were closing and people had nowhere to go
Yes.
to, and as I said, we deal with workers' compensation. Maybe they were, they just needed that last doctor's appointment to be released to work.
Yeah.
Well, at the same time, our telehealth product offering just went kaboom.
Uh,
And we, with those longer hold times, and it's our nurses that are doing the initial assessment, we were having individuals on hold. And with the solution that we were able to, once the database was built, we were able to go in and build out another intake process, which actually increased our productivity for our nurses and our agents by 50%. So it was really incredible.
so you had this huge increase in volume of 80% overnight, and then within a few weeks, you also saw with implementing this script designer process and the back end database, you saw your productivity go up by 50%.
Yes.
So I'm sure that helped really mitigate some of those issues.
Well, and in addition to that, at this time, as many companies were starting to experience, we were amidst a hiring freeze.
Oh wow.
So where our calls are increasing, I needed a way to increase our agents and our nurses' productivity with the help of authority and how super easy to use the scripting application is. We were able to do that inside of 3 weeks. It honestly was amazing.
That's so incredible. Absolutely so incredible.
Really,
Uh,
it truly was.
yeah. What have you been the most impressed with?
Well, I have to say it's the people
Mm.
with authority, the relationship with Five9. Business partnerships can be tricky when there's multiple, when we're dealing, this is a three business partnership, never a problem. Five9 working just in line with authority and Corvel. I mean, we're a team. We're an absolute team.
That's so good. And you're right. The people make all of the difference when it comes to battling a situation like that, where
Right.
you've got this just massive increase in calls. You need to implement a solution. And everybody in the midst of all of COVID, where lives are changing, that's so amazing that they could all come together, rally together, and give you what you needed in order to support your business.
It truly was. It truly was. As I'm sure everyone remembers, we were all, our emotions were all a bit escalated,
Hmm.
and this went through without a hitch.
Ah, so good. Um, okay, so when it comes to the solutions themselves, um, give me one favorite thing maybe you've learned through this process.
Well, I have to say that I myself, if need be, can update a script in seconds. I'm not a programmer. I'm not a developer, but
Mhm.
I can go into this tool and update any portion of any of our scripts. It's really that easy to use. And to build the new script, one of the other things, and I know you asked for just one, I love
You
I
can give
love
two.
the
It's okay.
yeah, I love the drag and drop functionality.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, in Script Designer where you can move things
Yes.
around, you can set up the script the way you want it to, you can set up the environment the way you want it to, you can design exactly what you want both the managers or the agents to see at any given time. And it is just a drag and drop.
It's drag and drop and boom, it's there.
That's so good. Um, okay, I have one last question for you, and this one I didn't prepare you for ahead of time. But I have
Uh-oh.
to say, this is the fun question that ends our conversation today. What
Okay.
is your favorite Disney character and why?
My favorite Disney character. I would have to say Mickey Mouse,
Okay.
and he would be my favorite Disney character because I remember watching the Mickey Mouse cartoons as a child.
Oh, my son who is 11, we have Disney Plus now, and he goes in and finds those old Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck cartoons and just loves them. So they are timeless, and I would have to agree with you.
You
Well,
gotta love
that's
Mickey.
you gotta love Mickey. That's what we have for you guys today, folks. We are so excited that you gave us the opportunity to share this case study with you. If you have any questions, we would love it if you would contact us. You can reach Authority Software at authoritysoftware.com or at info@authoritysoftware.com, and we will get you connected. If you have any questions for Cindy, you can feel free to either send those to us, or Cindy, do you want to give them your contact information just in case?
Sure. My contact information email is Cindy, CINDY _ Gambosh, G as in girl, A as in apple, M as in Michael, B as in boy, O, S as in Sam, H at Corvel, CORV as in Victor, EL.com. My direct line is 804-418-7109. I look forward to speaking to anyone about the Authority solution, how it's integrated into Five9. And thank you all very much for your time today.
Thank you guys so much. We hope you have a great rest of your day here at the Five9 CX Summit, and we wish you all the best.